Hey there, everybody. Welcome back. You got to see me click on the new run this time. Let's go ahead and reroll 3 times. 1, 2, 3. All right, Hellhorned. Getting a lot of Luna Coven support, mostly because we haven't won with them recently. Or just in general. All right, an interesting start, always, with Pyre of Dominion. Rage on Siphon, Cherubs. We get a party floor situation we can get into if we want. Very nice, because we're going to get a lot of unit drafts here and be able to shove them all into the same floor. So I could be convinced with an Inferno here. And Cover of Night. Ooh, wait. Hex. If it didn't ascend, that might be cool. Let's do Cover of Night. Ooh, and a Steelworker? Okay, defensive answer. Interesting. The Astrologer is not going to scale up too much, even with the Cover of Nights. Let's do Silent Sentinel here. So we really do have a good middle floor setup where we can, even get Silent Sentinels on bottom a little bit, have some people doing damage in middle, and then hit with big Infernos up top thanks to these spell slams. So after that, I do really like the culling ability. So let's grab that. Well, definitely not Vola's Tuning Fork. Let's take this Lightstone Casing and maybe be able to use it for something good. Right, I mean, this guy kind of just dies to 2 things of spell weakness. All right, let's set that up then. Maybe I do need to do like a top floor thing. All right, we'll do something like that. Gate Guard. It's not necessarily need to be up there right now. Let's do this. You're up. You're down here. We'll take the 1 hit for now. You pretty much just need to take some hits with Pyre of Dominion. There's not much around that, unfortunately. You're at 42. So let's do that, and you do get the kill. Right, we got some Titan Skin boys. Let's go ahead and cull. Play this out. Space to the new moon, Cover of Night, and I'll just do it again for the damage here. All right, so boss comes in. We're going to go ahead and Spell Slam. Oh, right. And you get full health. Love it. We're so good. All right, we're looking for, cheaper spells. Right now, we're at, 3 costs on everything. Let's see what we get. Well, Ritual Battle really isn't a cheaper spell, huh? Guess I will take a Fortified Pauldron. Moon Pixie with fully attuned things? Really don't want another Calcified Ember. They are a pain to deal with. Granted, typically I don't like hard removing Calcified Embers. However, in a Pyre of Dominion deck, it's whatever. I mean, you hate to have them, but once you see your removals, you can just do it relatively easily. All right, let's get some upgrades here. Quick Titanite, all relatively mediocre. Rail Beater and Demon Fiend, though. Those are not bad. Rail Beater in front of the Hornbreaker Prince is pretty good. Make one really good defensive guy here. We'll save our money. A lot of Merchant of Steels we're missing out on. Maybe hit up that trinkets in this Merchant of Steel. We don't get removals then. Else we're waiting till rings or right after ring 7 to get upgrades. I don't know if the deck functions like that. I mean, it also could, to be honest. You're here. Definitely need mana, though. Go Rail Beater, Steelworker, Steelworker, top. There's our passage. Give you guys some damage here. Guy in the back might be a little bit of an issue. I'm not going to be opposed to slamming down a big hit if needed. Okay, let's make sure we get that. Get a kill here. You're basically dead. Okay, that looks good. Let's get a Moon Pixie up top. This guy's dead, which is good, so we're happy with that. And then these guys will also die. So actually, we're right as rain, I would say. Again, the 3-cost cards continue to just be a hassle. Maybe I do need to visit a Merchant of Magic or something. That'll be up next on my list, I guess. I believe middle clears. If it doesn't, one Inferno basically will now. The longest fight on bottom ever. Giving one of those guys 14 attack in the last shop would have been really good. Yeah, we just... Perfect. Why didn't I just play that? I'm so bad. Alright, that's fine. We like the calcify numbers in our deck, right? They are helpful. Yes. Skip on that. Wow. Whatever. Alright. Merchant of Magic. Let's make some spells cheaper, please. How does that sound? We do have the Lightstone casing, so... -2 consume on an Inferno, maybe. I don't think I need another Rail Beater. I'll just skip. Let's see what the Alcove has before we make any commitments. Melee weakness and spell weakness on Strike is definitely something. Put that on my Sentinel as Titanite. The issue is, I draw this so frequently at the end. And even if I make spells cheaper right now and grab mana upgrade, because I'm grabbing the mana upgrade, we're still really hurting for mana, which means that this almost guarantees I need to take another set of mana at the end as well. So this deck will to run on 5 mana. It could. All for what? A little bit more melee weakness and spell weakness on Strike. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna leave. It adds like a lot more bloat to this deck than I want. I'm gonna do it on a Celestial Storm. Definitely Intrinsic on a Hidden Passage, I would say. I'm gonna reroll here. -1 on an Inferno. And call it a day. We're probably already overspent here. Forgotten Boons will definitely help us out, but we don't get any Collector this fight, so I think we just get like 150, which isn't terrible. You're here. You're there with Rail Beater. We can do a Steelworker bottom, and I also kind of want floor space, right? Almost. Not really. I guess it's just for deployable. But a little bit of floor space with this mana on deployable would be pretty good. I'll just put you up top. I'd rather pump the Steelworker up there. We always have our initial hit of pushing you up, which is nice. We can get a Shade Guard down here too. And then maybe I could have played the Moon Pixie here. All right. We don't get this guy immediately killed, but I would say it's good enough. Take our 2 damage per expected. This is where that additional melee weakness would be coming in handy, because my culling would be actually able to hit these guys. That's not gonna hit them, right? No. Well, you're gonna get there, which I guess is fine then. It really doesn't do anything for us. If I push any of these guys up, you don't get down to 50 exactly. I need you to be at exactly 50. So let's just do this here. Put you up top for fun, I guess, and then turn. Really, I could do... Huh? Guess I didn't even need to worry. He was getting the kill, huh? Oop. All right. All right, we can ascend you now, I think. Ascend you now. Cover of Night, please. Maybe it was worth playing out the Calcified Ember. This guy's doing a lot of damage, huh? Well, here's hoping. I think we take 2 rounds off of him right down here with our 60 health. 3 rounds. Cool. All right, and this prince does just get better as time goes on. So happy to see that. Attune +3 magic power, huh? Sure. Huh. Okay. I think the -1 stays, if I'm not mistaken, like forever. All right, you know, 300 gold is the amount that I'm happy to... Sinner Salve, you say? That makes me not take damage anymore, which is very important. Worthy sacrifice, eh? One of y'all is gonna be getting this. I think it's gonna be the Silent Sentinel. All right, and let's see what the ARG is. 010. So that's left, right, left? Left. Probably not, although that is close. I'm gonna have a good amount of money for the Merchant of Trinkets if, actually, Versatile Ember Staff. I don't really play units too often. All right, Culling 2, cooldown 3, much better. Multi-strike's interesting, but we have no additional scaling right now, so. All right, reanimate 1, no biggie. I wonder if my order should actually be, no, I think, because I could get him to be in the back, so I could do like Steelworker, Rail Beater, Prince, push Prince up so he's 3rd in line versus 2nd in line, which just gives him a lot more defense. Actually, that might be fine. Because it would just be backline clear that I am losing out on. And I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. So I think we do this. Actually get Scrivener out, too. That, I think, is worth it. And then get our Worthy Sacrifice up top. Yeah, I really like that start. You are out of here. Perfect time for Silvering. JK, not really. You're getting some kills down here. If I put you top, you won't be getting kills. Interesting. That also just kind of clears them all out, right? And then it's like, oh, well, I guess I don't even care if they're going up there. Okay, cool. Party floor engaged. Not really worried about the stealth as much as just a little bit of extra damage here. That's unfortunate. It's the reanimate here. This is where actually having the prince up further would have worked better for us. I think it's ill-advised for me to kill my whole floor. I could be wrong, but something tells me. Unfortunate. Maybe that means we don't go to the, we'll get the trial gold, right? Oh, wow. You're just surviving, huh? Nice little hidden passage for us. Woo, you're so fast. Hey, bring him on down, why don't you? Move that guy up top. I believe the prince kills him, and then we can definitely just, like, hit these guys a bunch down here. Then this guy has no recourse against my my boy. Dude, the Scrivener's actually like kind of legit in this deck right now. March of Shields is nice. We've already seen like a little bit where I would like to New Moon resolve. Definitely seen where I'd like to reshuffle my floor. I don't think Eclipse Chamber's needed. What do I get rid of, though, I guess, is the question. Probably could get rid of the Celestial Storm. Well, although I'm, like, not opposed to having something that I can play on the floor with my guys. What upgrades would I even be looking for? I mean, like, Dualism immediately goes on a Steelworker. I didn't need to use this Worthy Sacrifice at all, so, you know, think about that. Maybe Multi-Strike on Rail Beater just for funsies in case we ever do get a little bit of scaling. Do get a duplication, which I don't know what I duplicate at this point. Maybe Silver Ink, maybe March of Shields, maybe just another Cover of Night. Can I get the Alcove? We get removals up there too, though, huh? All right, I'm gonna go this way. Reduce to 1 is okay. Endless is mediocre. Normally I like to do my upgrades before checking this out in case I do get unit upgrade. We could probably still get flight. I'd put on a sentinel, I'd assume. All right, let's just go here. Okay, well, like I said, we could get flight. We could also search deeper and find the Arcus Runes, which I'll probably take that. Well, we'll take the 10%. All right, let's not push our luck any further. Right, can't put it on him, of course. Of course we knew that. Let's do flight on you then. Put him top, fly him to the middle. Got dualism. That would be pretty sick on him. These really don't feel great. White Unite, huh? Multi-strike rage is a thing, though. That'd actually be pretty good for the rail beater. All right, let's... Welcome to the land of doing damage, I guess. All right. Should be good here. I think. So many units turn one, though. I think I always want him out to help with the needs of my unit. I mean, one of you guys go up here. And then rail beater here. Scrivener up front. No, we'll do... Like that? Seems a little questionable, but that's fine. Not the first time I've made a questionable decision. That doesn't kill you, huh? Does not. Almost want to do this right away. I'm sorry, my friend. I believe... Wait, why did I do that? Whatever. Not the first time I'm gonna make a mistake. Definitely won't be the last time. Let's fly you down here, sir. You are, I believe, getting the kill, right? Chomp, 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 chomp. By strike, you actually don't get the kill specifically. Ooh, good hit. I do need to assume that my prince is getting a kill here. And now with 120, he's able to clear out this guy. One hit. Scrivener always scrives. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Okay, I could get a Moon Pixie up there. Does that help me out at all? I don't think so, or not necessarily, but look at all this conduit we got. 115, huh? Not bad. All right, Silver Ink, not really hitting the hit I needed you to. It's fine. Probably push Scrivener up if I wanted to, but I have no reason to. Good hit, good hit. Really? All right. This guy is really bad against party floors. So would the Thousand Eye Reformer guy too, whatever his name is. So, all right, I'll take it. Yeah, I'll take a battering ram. Yes, it is time for the blade. We do have it. We have something that can handle it at least. All right, money again. Removal. So. Intrinsic -1, heal for the Pyre. All right, we got options. I'm gonna get rid of this because I don't really think it's that needed. I don't think I need this other Steelworker too. I feel like the deck got a little bit cleaner there. Intrinsic on what? Inferno? -1 on Inferno, maybe. It will come into play much, much later, but they will be good nonetheless. For now, let's make this Inferno heal me. No 20 in consume. Intrinsic just doesn't seem really necessary on anything. I'll reroll. Double stack stealth. If we had double stack and remove consume, that would be pretty good. Let's make that permafrost. Magic. I have 2 more Merchant of Magic, so I do have a good chance to find the remove consume one. Remove consume on Battering Ram would be pretty sick. All right, let's prime for it. Are going against Savagery, so like an extra turn of stealth could be really big. Find Spell Chain on that, and like we're super happy. Spikes. One of our least favorite things to see. I still feel like my setup has not been that great. I wonder if there's ever a world where I put these 2 on bottom to start. I think there is. With a Sentinel Rail Beater, Steelworker, Steelworker. Because you are getting the kill. That guy is a problem. Unless he is not a problem. Okay, good old Battering Ram there. Do I fly you guys down? Probably, right? We might as well begin the Exodus. And then you have Titanite, right? We don't really care about your Titanite, so you get this. 2, 3, 4, 5. I want a Moon Pixie Moonglaive. I am a little overstacked. Meaning I need to push the Scrivener up 1, huh? That's fine. Okay. Well, that's the silvering turn we wanted, for sure. Let's do it that way. Nice. Good hit. Good hit. Oh, guy's a pain, huh? Archer Shields is decent. You don't get the kill there, unfortunately, unless I ascend this guy. But I feel like we're pretty much using up all of our resources here to kill. Would like to maybe ascend him, too. How much are they actually doing here? Let's do that, and then that. It's 100. Yep, no problem. Okay. Sure. I trust my team can get through this, right? No problem. Easy peasy. Okay, that guy's doing a little bit more damage now. Everybody's doing a little bit more damage now. Yeah, the Prince is getting kills, but it's just like adding all this stuff to my deck is like not convenient. Right. Okay. Penguin, why did you just click all those buttons in that order? What are you doing? That was so dumb of me. There's like definitely ways around me not doing that. I was like, ah, yes, he has his full heal ability. Forgot we changed it to a sacrifice ability there. Really just want to get Scrivener up onto the top floor and then get these guys to hang out here. It's like a work in progress. Hey, there we go. Scrivener, please. That's good that we're finally getting those kills. That's so much damage we're doing here. With the spell weakness, we're actually pretty close to getting a kill up there. I'll just hold on to it though. Scrivener has enough health to survive a hit, so that's nice. While they do uncertain things up top. Nice, thank you. Good call, good call. All right, the team is fully formed, finally. Show me an ascent, so I just push the boss up. Or I get more health. And then I ascend the boss up. Honestly, probably should have let it happen naturally because I would have been able to play Inferno again for cost. Oops. All right, 100% as expected. We properly planned all of our things 100% of the time. Let's do Dark Deal. I don't even know what I want here. Mana could be good, I guess. But like, I don't even really need it as much anymore. Draw might be okay. I feel like there's like certain instances where mana is helpful. It helps me on my turn 1 get the Scrivener down without issue. So I guess I'll do it. Maybe I can get like deployable on some piece of equipment or something. I don't think those are necessarily what we're looking for. Culling 3 happens every single turn, which is nice. If we had better scaling, I could definitely see us doing this, but Reaper 3 is just, we will kill one person in particular pretty much every turn. I don't think the heal is really that important. I'm just gonna honestly re-roll these. Okay, remove consume permanently on battering ram. Oh, actually, cover of night. Ooh. So it's like, do I want to be able to hit enemies out and kill them? Like double heavy potential, or double heavy clear, or do I want to protect myself indefinitely against savagery? Honestly, I'm like willing to take the savagery answer right now. Honestly, I'll make that intrinsic. I'll do it. You guys just wait. I mean, I don't think I need to. I think the deck flows enough at the end where this just gets seen every other turn anyway, right? So let's not double it. Doubling Scrivener would be kind of funny. I took Dark Deal specifically for Shade Guard so I can like feed him a little bit more rage here. Could see it being the Dark Deal. Maybe I'll just duplicate another battering ram. Because again, we do have a little bit of a double heavy issue. And this is like This is a pretty tough fight for us. Never mind. I lied. This fight should be relatively easy. Okay. Order, though. Order properly, please. Okay, Rail Beater in back. I need this guy with Titanite on the bottom. Then you go here. You are down here. Steelworker, Steelworker. Scrivener stays top. You will come out later. Okay. So, I mean, I can do this just because it happens every single turn, so no biggie. Boom. Ascent. I'm killing you outright. You are getting this. You are going down here. Go into cover of night, you guys, so that you might get to the top. You. I should not have given you that. That is fine. We'll do that instead, and everything will be A-okay. Okay, here is our other ascent. I would like you to go to there. And you are dying. Definitely. Okay. And then the armor prevents us from dying to the sweep. At least a little bit. Is this the attuned I want? Not really. Most things are getting consumed if I do. I have no idea who's getting the kill here. Oh, Scrib. Good time for stealth. I think. Yeah, you're gonna be cleaned up, I think. If I could do that too. Well, no, I want the collector, right? All right, just heal up a little bit, why don't we? I'll click on that button, mostly just because we can. This guy on bottom with the Titanite is like just integral in preventing the terrifying amalgam from doing their worst to us. Oh yeah, you know? Right. Huh. Interesting. Very interesting. Get angry. All right, we'll have maybe some answers against that guy. I'm just gonna... I'm sorry, man. You just, like, are not having a good day. Maybe I didn't do that. All right, you're flying up here to assist a little bit. If I play that, that'll do an extra, what, 48 damage? It's not enough. But I have two of them, right? Oh, these amalgams are gonna hurt. All right, both of them dying makes me feel better. Actually, can I send you so that I can hit that guy out and then that guy out? And then you die? No? Okay, that's fine. plan seemed better in my head, I guess. You guys need to come down home. And then, I guess... What do you pull for me? A Cover of Night? I mean, not really what we wanted, but it's kind of fun, I guess. Sorry, guys. All right, we're taking a little bit more Pyre damage, but you know, a little bit of Pyre damage never killed anybody. You know, could have been worse. Okay. Well, proof of concept. I definitely made a little bit of a mistake there in some regards, so we'll take it in flame. Sure. Oh yeah. Huh. I did do that, didn't I? Well, who wants Reanimate 3? Or I guess. What a grouping of artifacts I have, huh? Okay, intrinsic, remove or add consume, looking familiar. Shadow Sheath to go with our shadows. Entering with rage, not bad, not a terrible Shadow Sheath to be honest. Nice. All right, let's grab some artifacts. Let's do this. I'm gonna do Shadow Sheath. I really don't care about the healing. Maybe I should. Honestly, Seer Orb isn't bad. The spell weakness is primarily only coming from this guy. How much does it cost? 130. I'll do it on that, because that could get attuned, which would be nice. -1 in intrinsic, sure on an inflame or something. Let's reroll. Noble stack. 4. Let's just make that free. This is a free -1, basically. Would have liked to see a remove consume for these battering rams, that's for sure. Might have just been better to grab that, not a... I really don't need removes, though. I feel like the deck is where it needs to be. 20 and consume does not feel worth it to me. Man, that bottom floor is just so tricky for us to deal with for the savagery fight. Yeah, maybe should have just done the spell weakness, because I really don't want to play Inferno on bottom. Okay. Let it begin. Lift, play, send, armor, flight, flight, battering ram. Okay. Things have been clicked on and done. Be a pretty good hit there. Let's just start with that. Let's do this and that. Maybe I should have saved it for the heal. And speaking of heal, let's go there. All right. Love it. He's about to have a very bad time on bottom. Plus I can give him stealth, but does not seem to be the case. Not much I can do here, even with what, 44. We're taking like half this damage, so that's 40, 70, 88. Like, is it literally perfect? It might be. Dang. Wait. Another dark. Thank you, Scrivener. Now I just gotta get you to survive one more turn somehow. This is technically a way at the loss of my Scrivener, which I think at this point is probably fine. Oh, that's so much damage. Keep forgetting that I want to give this guy this. So who gets my Moonglaive, right? Giving it to him is fine-ish. I mean, he gets the kill here, which is not scaling my Prince anymore. Could also just give it to somebody else to do a bunch more damage on hit. Actually, we need you to go here. I need that to be in the correct order, so that you're getting the melee weakness hit. Actually, it might work this way if I do give it to him. So now it's like whack, whack, dead, whack, dead. And then I have these for this floor. Or something. Okay. How are we doing on stealth on this floor? Some people definitely are getting killed. Not feel great, that's for sure. What if I pushed you away from here? We are definitely looking a lot better. I'll go in record and say things are still not looking too great for us here. Okay, much better there. I'd like to re-up on my stealth if I could. All right, nice of you to visit bottom. Speaking of re-upping on stealth. So you get hit for 132. 142. But you here, like, perfectly kill everything? I love that. Path of least resistance here. Really watching this Pyre health is right now our main priority. We'll definitely be leaking a lot of it during the final fight here. Hey, and it's Battering Ram's time to shine. Wait. Get the kill first, then we Battering Ram. Yeah, you're just holding strong, as you do. This one is pretty much guaranteed we're going to take damage, except for if I just ascend my boy. How are you doing on stealth? 5 stealth? That seems pretty decent. I think we're just ready to move them up. The other option would be to move these two up, which would be equally fine, I think. Force the final fight here. Any reason not to, I guess, is the question. Probably not. Like I said, the alternative is like crush you. You guys get crushed from these hits-ish. Nah, we just push and see what things look like and then adjust from there. Yeah, I mean, it's looking like you're dead. So if that's the case, then we're pretty happy with that. Thanks, guys. Good work. Good work up top. I mean, what? My Prince had like 8 stealth or something, right? Going into this, and he's doing like 700 damage. So 8 times 7, 56. Then the rest comes from everybody else. Plus all the armor stacking. This guy only does 30 damage. Quite weak once he has no units. All right. 78, huh? I think the way we're functioning right now with party floor and utilizing our guys on bottom with like a little bit of stealth and the functity, that will save us on top as well. So I think we're feeling pretty good. Just need a couple of things answered. Do not give this guy the armor thing. Put a steelworker in front of him or something, please. We're able to do that, Penguin. We don't want to just randomly lose the armor coming from fortified paladins. It's very, very helpful in this fight. He says very, very confidently to himself in hopes that he will actually remember. What did we do last time? This, right? Scrivener's just there to help us like clean up our deck a little bit for as long as we can, and then like not the end of the world if things happen. Not a bad hit, I guess. Send. Get the extra damage. We're gonna cover up Night, you guys. You can do that. You're doing your thing. We're gonna get a nice battering ram off of somebody at some point. You can go down here in front. You can go down here in front too. I have a feeling we're gonna get our people that will save that unit pretty quickly here. And maybe I'll just hold off on that and just poop. But I don't think we're really concerned about Dominion in this fight. There it is. Fun to see, brothers. Told you. We knew we'd get them. That guy's a jerk, and I will hate him forever, but I don't think there's much I can do, unfortunately. And just do a little bit more damage, why don't you? No, you're dying. No. You guys have stealth, huh? That's not much I can do there. Oops. Well, you know, we scrived. We scrived once. Should be fine. Guys adding all the blights are annoying. All right, we feel better there. Feel like we can hit better here. Yeah, we just do that. They're all dying, which is good. You guys are like specifically not dying, which is like not great, but like not terrible, I guess. Push that guy up here. Maybe I shouldn't have. I saw that my top guys aren't doing no damage. I should have seen if they were coming off of stealth or damage this turn. If not, it's just like a little bit of extra damage coming up at me. Yeah, that was not the best decision ever. And my Moon Pixie is not able to assist. So we might need to... Playing these out feels really bad. I might have to take some of this damage here. We don't have stealth, huh? Think about flying somebody up here to protect. And you're dying? Not great. All right, well. It's fine. Okay, and now the damage is really going to start rolling in for us. Again, man, our health is not looking great here. We need more of that stealth to come up. All the blights and scourges added to the deck definitely have not been helping. I can start playing these out without any issue though, which is nice. So I'll take that. Good hit down there. Main issue is just getting to entropy at this point. the Infernos on bottom to clean these up are going to be integral to it. All right, and I think I need to like just play this out now at this point. Really activate my Shade Guard up here. All right, we're doing 5 to you now. Toss that out. I'm just going to play this so that we can just annihilate floors. Now we're direct line access. I'm just going to cast it out. What? Maybe worth? I don't know. Didn't really think that one through. Should have played that first. Ooh. It's fine. It's fine. We're cooking now. You being able to do damage allows me to hit more on the back, which is good. Actually, that would have done it too. Yeah, whatever. All right, we're feeling good here, I think. Snap that guy with the prince, and then the rest will do just fine. I guess actually you're not doing as much damage as I thought. Mostly because of all of the sap we've been accumulating. It's fine, I think. I mean, we have the health to go through a few more rotations here. We'll definitely be able to see him again, and we have our stealth coming up, which gets us through it. And then don't forget we have this Chonkian Flame that just annihilates people. There it is, guys. All right, Hornbreaker Prince coming in strong, getting us the first victory in a while. Love to see it. Let's go. GG. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. Let me know how many mistakes I made. I'm sure it was not the cleanest of plays, but I think we did just what we needed to win. All right. See you all later. Have a good one.